his intended target, and it's second down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. A final shot before break. Carr, he's going to float this. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Down to our Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
And the game you're watching has been Baker Mayfield with a strong first half. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well.
A chance for us here to discuss Jarvis Landry. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They go play action here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Mayfield. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Frosty Rucker in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
They need a stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Throwing, Mayfield into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and he'll bring this one back to the 29. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. That one goes for 36 yards. Well, last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
The Browns' passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious, and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Delay of game, offense.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield, eluding the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, and that play was pretty well doomed right from the start. The pressure was really affecting him. Collapsed everything in the pocket. He had to move around, try to get it downfield. Incomplete.
4 down, check. All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. He's got his tight end, Njoku. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
4 down.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield, escaping the pressure right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Rashawn Melvin.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open, otherwise just don't do it.
And Roberts with it over the middle, and he'll be correct. As they'll get 20 and a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled, hoping to catch them off balance.
And he did. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got some space here. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
Well, after those plays, the offense coordinator has to feel like he has balance in his favor. Threw it, then ran it, both for nice chunks of yardage. Now he feels like he's got things going in his direction, but the defensive coordinator, his guys are off balance a little bit. How does he set up, and what does he plan for in the next play? Is there a tendency there he can lock in on? And maybe
Lynch fighting, and he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Throwing on first down is Carr. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the fourth. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty. From the gun, it's Carr. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Only 2 yards on the completion. It's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. That's complete right around the 8. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I've thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Myles Garrett in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now Carr, got to have this one. And this is going to be incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And this Browns defense stands tall. Well, you feel the excitement build on those fourth down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on fourth down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on fourth down. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. And Marquell Lee with a stop defensively.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Second down, Mayfield. Fighting to stay upright. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6. Mayfield to throw it. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. 4th down, Mayfield. And this is incomplete. Hugh Jackson rolls the dice, but it doesn't work for him. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule. If someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Carr to throw on second down. Caught by Nelson left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Jordy Nelson, 31 yards. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Raiders.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. And the ball is knocked out. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
This challenge was initiated by the guys in New York. Taking a look at the play, less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm sure the coach wanted to challenge it, so he's probably going to send the New York office a holiday card. So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. The Browns on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. They run it again with Chubb. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Here's Mayfield. And the Raiders have got him. Hugh Jackson rolls the dice, but it doesn't work for him. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, the D brought the house. They called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play, or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right to the blitz, and in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback. No chance on that 4th down.
Throwing now is Carr, and that one complete to Marshawn Lynch. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Carr going to throw. He finds Roberts, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Seth Roberts, 38 yards. And the Raiders are back within a score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And the Browns are able to cover this one up. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So in a game that's been full of twists and turns, here's another with time winding down.
And now, as you say, time's obviously a huge factor. But all you're looking for now is 3. So one big play, maybe a penalty, and you might get that shot after all.
And he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week. Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability.
They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cop the rack with my new advance.